Nigeria's ice cream market is feeling the heat, literally. Usually high temperatures this season, combined with rising costs of key ingredients, have pushed the retail price of 500 ml tube of 10 point, that's, of ice cream, that's about 10.3%, about 500 ml to 3,200 naira. At the same time, shifting consumer preferences, towards healthier, lower sugar and, dairy-free options, are challenging manufacturers to innovate and diversify their products. Let's talk to Favor Adekunle now, she's an analyst with financial derivatives company. Great to have you on the show. We're talking ice cream here. How is this unusually warm weather this season? How has it affected ice cream consumption, pricing trends, according to what you've seen so far? Help us paint that picture.
Okay, good afternoon, Ladi. Thank you for having me. So yes, you are very right that the price of ice cream has increased by 10.3% approximately to 3,200 naira from 2,900 over the past 6 months. And this attributes to a couple of factors. One of them being, which you can agree with me, that ice cream is highly influenced by seasonal weather patterns. And at this period of time that we are in Nigeria, this is January, we expected that the Harmattan season would have already come where everywhere is cold, but the weather is unusually hot, and a lot of people are looking forward to cool off with this very hot weather. So there is a high demand for ice cream, and this has also resulted in the increase in the price. We also just recently concluded the festive period, right? There are a lot of parties, celebrations, children coming home back from schools, and apart from other treats that they love, ice cream is one of them. And yes, this is festive season. That was the festive season where there was a lot of spending. So parents would want to spend on the kids to make them happy around the Christmas time. So yes, I'll say those factors on the demand side. There's higher demand for ice cream, which have pushed up the price. And for the cost side, ice cream is the preservation of ice cream. You need constant light. We need electricity supply in order for us to preserve ice cream and get it in a good shape to the consumers. So there is inconsistent power supply, and the producers have incurred the cost of fuel, diesel, to enable them to meet up with this factor to preserve ice cream in the right way, so that it is great for consumption by the time it gets to we final consumer. So yes, operational cost, electricity, transportation are also factors that are very crucial in
Right.
the
No,
price.
no, nobody likes, melted ice cream. No, nobody wants that. Considering, most ice cream ingredients are imported, and costs are rising, what policies or, industry initiatives could help reduce, production costs? I've seen the prices of some imported ice cream to 40,000 naira, 50K. So it seems unsustainable.
Yes, thank you very much for that question. The inputs that are used in the production of ice cream, most of them are largely imported. And here in Nigeria, yes, we produce some of those things like sugar and milk, but we do not have the adequate amount that is needed for the consumption that is required. For example, like for instance, milk now, in a year, we consume about 1.7 million metric tons of milk, and we only produce 700,000. That is about almost 40%, which, we still have a deficit of about 60 there. So I would say that the government, needs to pay attention to the livestock industry, where there are, livestock involves animals that produce dairy products and all that, milk. So the government should pay attention to the livestock industry, right? They should give incentives to farmers, loans, and all that can make the process of getting those dairy products from the animals easier, and also methods and techniques which can be used to teach these farmers how better to take care of these animals, so that they are not easily susceptible to diseases. And with that, I believe that the amount of milk that they produce when they are in good shape would be higher and would be better, would subsequently meet the consumption. Another thing is when investors see that there is a the livestock industry is developing,
Right.
they want to invest more. And yes, I believe that eventually those things, when we start locally producing our ingredients that are used in ice cream, would help bring down the prices of ice cream, and subsequently they should be lower.
All right, we'll keep tracking those prices. Thank you so much. Favor Adekunle, analyst with FDC. I'm sure you go get some ice cream after this. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.